say so.
Hello everyone on the APAC server. We're following the Challengers tournament. At the same time, there are two professional tournaments happening. So one of the professional tournament and the other lower echelon championship. But we'll talk more about that later. Just a quick summary of the tournament format. So remember, it's double elimination for both stages. So for the final stage, we have 4 teams in this bracket, and we know our top 3 being OD, Laos, and ARWV. And how the 4 teams are seeded. I'm not going to repeat. You can see it on the screen. So a good summary of the Blitz Summer Cup is presented with this lovely graphic from Raw Gaming. Today is the last day of the Challengers Tournament and the Lower Echelon Championship, and then we focus exclusively on the Professional Tournament, whereby we will find the 4 clans that will qualify to the Blitz Summer Cup. The prize pool for each region is $50,000 US, so you can also take a look at the schedule here. So the dates marked in purple are the dates where the professional tournament are held, and also the competitive tournaments. On every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can play with your friends in quick tournaments, and some of them you can get coins. It's a great way to bond with your friends and just get to know each other better. It's a great time to get together and play. So, Challengers Tournament final, we have Laos versus ARWV in the lower bracket final, and it's a best of 7 here, but for the grand finals it will be best of 9. The winner of that will face OD. OD were quite impressive yesterday, not gonna lie. Really amazing focus fire. They are a team to beat. Now we do see their weaknesses, being that they do miss a couple of their shots. But they look very dangerous. So I haven't streamed Laos in the Challengers tournament, but I've streamed them in one of the in the second previous skill tournament. And I think we'll see an even better version of Laos tonight. Although they lost to OD 1-4, but they beat RV 4-2, so it's kind of a rematch between these 2 teams. So I'm excited. Although Alpha went out of the tournament, we're in a not so decent way because they didn't bother turning up. I heard it is because that there's a tournament today, so maybe it's just Alpha taking rest. I don't know, and not qualifying to today's matches, so they don't have to play in the in 2 servers separately. So whatever the reason, it's not something to imitate for any other teams here. Just a warning here. especially when you're streamed. You really have to you really have to be careful of how you approach this type of tournaments. They are meant to be taken seriously, and we have rules about that. So I digress. But just a stark warning that the rules should be obeyed. But let's take a look at the rundown for tonight. So the lower bracket final to get the maps will be Yukon, Canal, Camstia, and Black Gilville. For grand final, it will be Winterby, Novka, Lagoon, Desert Sands, Alpenstadt, and Fortress Fair. Babbox have predicted the following scorelines. So the 5th round will begin tonight, and the Challengers tournament. Laos are predicted to win ARWV 4-2 again, and XPT are predicted to win ICC 4-2. We saw XPT coming quite close to DT yesterday. So I would say XPT could be a bit of a could be fluctuating, but it's possible that they can knock out ICC, but ICC can absolutely qualify and face DT in the grand final. So this is the power rating. Great top 8, well, great top 16 overall. DT is the only clan that is in the top 16, but not in the top 16 actually. IMX is in the top 16 actually, but they're not far from the top 16 in power rating, so it's good. Top 8 is also pretty decent. Jomon just leading slightly ahead of the 9th place. But they will surely drop out of top 8 after they crashed out on the first proof risk on the in the lower bracket first round. So the new power rating will be released. The table will be released tomorrow after the 7th round, and you will see a lot of movement in the power rating. Alright, let's take a look at the lounge. Hello to Kerfuffles and Cringe. More than 10 people watching. That's good without Wargaming advertising for a moment. And I'm sure I'm allocated to stream the Challengers tournament on the APAC server. I'm just double checking whether it's the same for the EU server, and it is the same for the EU server. I'll be following the challenges. It's now live. And you will soon receive a ping on the official Wargaming server. So let me get to the room for a moment. Hi Jericho, how are you doing? You think Laos will win? Do you know? Are you a prophet? I don't know. But actually, I remember Jericho is the name in the Bible. I forgot whether that person is a prophet, or is it just one of the books in the Old Testament? I just couldn't remember. So if I say you are a prophet, maybe I'm not wrong. Totally. Well, I digress. I know Cringe has been here all the time supporting my stream. But Drudos isn't streaming tournaments this season. So you're basically what you're saying is if I don't say hi, then you will not support tournaments. Is that what you say? Is that what you say? But anyway, I have the room here. ARWV versus Laos. Lovely to see both teams here. I streamed ARWV, I think in the 3rd Premier Skill tournaments. Well, I can remember all of the Premier Skill tournaments that I've streamed on APAC server. Yes. So you know I really put in a well, I really think about you a lot. But RV can play really well. They beat E2's 2-1. There, I think the 2 battle wins from RV are hugely impressive. They really want to emulate that performance tonight. Because this is going to matter a lot. The winner will face OD, and whoever wins the Challengers Tournament will get the coveted title of being the Challengers Tournament winner. None of these clans have got that title before. OD, RV, and Laos. As far as I am aware, Laos finished second in 2021 Challengers Tournament in the autumn season. I think they lost to NQE7, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if most of the NQE7 players are playing in RVE tonight. So someone needs to tell me that. I believe it's not correct, but I do see a couple of familiar names from NQE7, like Blanks. I remember Blanks was in NQE7. As for OD, a lot of them were from Riri, and before that, I forgot whether they were from another clan too. So yes. Okay, so we only have 3 minutes left to go. Hello to Bazooka, hello to Maisuki, hello to Ika, everyone. I hope there will be a lot of Laos supporters tonight. They really need your support. Make sure you share the stream around to RV supporters, Laos supporters, OD supporters. Only one clan tonight will win the Challengers Tournament. And I have to say, I am really impressed by the quality of the APAC clan we'll see this season. But I just have to remember that I should put the APAC graphics in the lounge, not the EU server ones. Okay, I digress. It was you were saying totally unrelated clans. Okay, we got it. Oh, okay. So the trumpet of Jericho made walls fall. And Naruto is hoping for a very entertaining day of the Challengers Tournament. Yes, we do. I have to say, all the clans here, I mean, a lot of the clans here do really impressive focus fight. And I don't know, this season really shows that APAC server has grown a lot. Well, let's not talk about the spring season, but this season is something that a lot of the clans should be proud of. And even if you do not get the position that you think, the position that you deserve, or even if you didn't get the position that you wanted to get, just remember that you have worked really hard, you have come really far. So do remember to treat yourself with a good evening, or with some good food, whatever that pleases you the most, but obviously within reason. RWE will try to go for B. No, they're just going past B. No, 4 tanks capping B. So that will give RWE the cap lead, with Laos attempting to get D and C at the same time. So RWE, they're not going for A, so they're not going to get a cap lead later. Oh, is RWE looking for... Oh, good shot onto Laotian. And they're now pushing into the VK. The VKs have a lot of hit points. That will buy some time. And RWE needs to get into cover, but shots been fired onto Axis. The first tag down goes to Cat Girl. And RWE are looking for not found next. Oh, the VKs are getting taken out really quickly. Laos, they were a little bit slow. They only have 6 tanks alive, but The VKs are apparently the focus from Laos, so they should have stuck in and share hit points. ARWV now have 6 tanks alive. Apps is reload. Mandalorian is out. ARWV are looking for Laotian next. He has the lowest hit points at the moment. Really amazing focus fire by ARWV. Our Laos formation is questionable, I have to say. ARWV just make it look easy in this focus fire. Shiroku's down to 1 shot. 5 versus 3. Super Unit is going to be the focus for ARWV. And Absence bounces the shots. And ARWV just needs to take out the remaining tanks. And they should have the first battle. Well done to ARWV. Laos. Laos have some cold feet at the moment. They really have to pay attention to the hit points, share hit points. I can't emphasize how important it is to do that, because what they have done is that they have the low hit point pool targets still very far at the front, with the tanks with lower hit with a lot more hit points, even full hit points, sitting at the back. It's good, yes, it's good that you kind of conserve your hit points like that, but so you really want to make the focus fire difficult for the other team. ARWV just, you know, find isolated targets, and it just happens that those isolated targets have low hit points. So if you watch the professional tournament streams, you can see how much effort those teams pay to do really good formation during while defending push and doing counter pushes and so on. So the main idea is don't make it easy for the opponents to focus fire. Share your hit points during a brawl, especially during a brawl. So ARWV, good focus fire, good start. 5 tanks doing more in 2K Laos. The next battle, they have to be wary of this mistake, of not making the same mistake. They only have 1 tank doing more in 2K. And the VKs did only fired 1 shot actually. They could have done a lot more, but they were taken out really quickly. We go back to Yukon, and we are going to be seeing changes. Amazing. So Wargaming just put Wargaming link to stream, and paid everyone on the Discord server. So that's fantastic. So confirmed, yes, I did cover Legion the other night. They were very good. They were very good. They won against Raid, and they were brilliant against APA. But you know, APA were just absolutely insane at the moment. And I mean, even if they don't have like good starts, they still managed to make a comeback with extremely amazing shot efficiency. Okay. And also focus fire. But that is not to take away the fact that Legion have played really well too. Great focus fire, and they got into good positions to give themselves a really good lead. So I digress. Let's go back to this battle. It's ARWV. They are taking double 60 TPs and 97 mouse, double strength case T100 LT Laos, 62p MLE a mouse, triple strength case a T100 LT. At this time, it will be Yumi trying to get spots near D. And have I updated the leaderboard? Not yet. So like the scoreboard. So let me do this right now. It's 1-0 over to the side of RU. Okay, so you saw the screen froze, but Laos have already captured B. And we could see a big push coming in from RV over to this northwestern corner. Laos are very spread out at the moment, but they have put blinds down to 824 hit points. Catgirl is the first thing out, and Deep is not going to last for long. Laos really can find a tank to focus here. Abscess might be the tank they want to go for, and they need to commit to that. Deep put a good shot onto Crowns, but I would have put that shot onto Blanks instead. Good shot onto Apsis. But for some reason, Deep is still alive, and ARWV might have spent way too long in taking out that tank. Blanks is down, Deep is out finally, and the rest of Laos tanks have stuck in to take out Mandalorian, with Foxy trying to run around, trying to take out Yumi, misses the shot. Super Unicom is out, so it's now a 5 versus 3. Oh, the turret hit, not found, did some collateral damage. Mandalorian is out, so it's 4 versus 2. Laos try their best to make a comeback with ARWV's shot efficiency slipping away in the mid game, but they made a comeback in the end. A good start was really important for ARWV, and Kranz is down to a one shot, and Laotian gets a good kill onto Kranz, and it's 3 versus 2. Oh, UQ this season. Oh yeah, I remember Apsis were in UQ. I don't think the rest of UQ have moved to ARWV as far as I'm aware. Forgive me, correct me if I'm wrong on this. ARWV have taken B as well, so even if they don't get not found a Laotian, they should be able to win by caps. So similar mistake to Laos this battle, but they've improved a bit. They've stuck in, but they should have done it a little bit earlier. Great job to Yumi trying to get D as well, trying to stay up the fight. They can definitely do it 2v2. ISFB and Dumbmeister are really healthy. Laotian's really low, and Dumbmeister gets a great kill. And not found is the last person standing, bring the scoreline to 2-0. PAP. APA and DAP, oh my god. So pretty much PAP is the alter ego of APA. Oh my god. Great job to ARWV. Great focus fire again. Great push again. I think they might continue to do this because Laos are a little bit slow tonight. Unusually slow. Their focus fire is not as good as ARWV here. So if ARWV continue to play like this, I'm not surprised if they manage to win 4-0. But I really hope Laos start to tell us why they should be considered contenders for the Challengers tournament. 3 times 3 more in 2K and ARWV 4 times 3 more in 2K. Really bright start for ARWV. Laos are off to a slow start, but things will be completely different on Canal. It's a totally different map. Very cap oriented, so it's going to be less brawly. So will ARWV be able to change their playstyle to suit this, or kind of be a bit flexible? Or maybe that's not the right word. Or just find maybe they could find the right situation so that they could make use of their strength, that is brawling. And let's see how they play here. It's 2-0 in favor of ARWV. Alright, let's head up high and see where both teams are going to go. ARWV red team from the south spawn with Laos blue team from the north. Both of them play for the caps. So the CB are closer to the south and AB are closer to the north, so it's quite obvious that it will boil down to whoever gets a cap lead first. Laos are trying to get D, but Laos, they can only get away now. And that will give RV the advantage, as UV has already captured D and RV has already captured C. So RV just need to defend cap lead, and it will be more difficult to rotate from the north over to the south. Basically, you're going to rotate out in the open, right out in the open, contrary to the other way, where you have this valley and this little hill right here to get to shield yourselves. So this is going to be a big challenge for Laos. How are they going to rotate? Okay, but it's not a bad start for either team. Laos can also kill a tank, and in this case, RV will be the one that need to make a push. And usually, if you can kill a tank, you should be able to get a good numerical advantage, unless you also receive a lot of shots spread across different people, different players. Hi Kuga, how are you doing? So now, Laos, they have no one to spot at the moment. There is Foxy. You will try to get some information, but you will have to play this one really carefully. He's going to the middle, but he will spot no one at the moment. That will give them some information that RV are not near D, potentially, but just very near D, because you can't really spot Blanks and Dummeister. They are not in the view range, because there are some obstacles that prevent Foxy from being able to spot. Foxy is also known as Winter Fox. It's not the same Foxy on the EU server, of course. If you don't know that, or Kitsune Fuyu, lovely player. He created some graphics for me last season. Not last season, last year's autumn season. So hopefully you contribute again, and great to have him. Alright, now so stacking up near the southwestern corner. I think we might see a push over to RV spawn. If they do this, they're going to have a really rough push. They're going to send tanks over to C as well, so it will be Dummeister and Kranz tasked to chip away the outputs of Super Unicorn, but Kranz, does he have the gun depression? Laos, Foxy has taken a lot of shots. Now Abscess is the focus for Laos. RV needs to stick in and share hit points. ISFE have taken a lot of big shots. Mandalorian goes in with full hit points and he wants to get deep out of the way. Oh, it's a miss from RV. RV are missing a lot of shots here. They still have the hit point pool advantage, but Laos got C, which is going to be really important. Shiroko gets taken out, and there's a light tank of Yubi going for B. Great cure to Super Unicorn. Abscess is out. It's 6 versus 5. Cap points are still in favor of RVE. And RV are looking for Laos next. Mandalorian instead. It's actually extremely close. ISFP is not going to last for long. And it's down to 605 hit points. The ammo rack is damaged as well. Not found. Should be able to do this 1v1. RVE are struggling at the moment, but they have B back. They also have C back. So this means they have the cap lead. And Foxy is out, so it's 4 versus 4. RV has a lot more hit points here. Deep is out. The horn is also out. It's a shaky defense from RVE, but Laos wasn't able to bring it to their favor. It's a great idea to get C. It's amazing. Perhaps Foxy should not have been in the forefront, because he has taken a lot of shots and he was pretty much rendered not as useful as before. What RV did really well, that Yumi was so important, so instrumental in staying alive. He captured B, and that gave RV some advantage in the caps too, despite them losing C. So that light tank has been instrumental, even though he hasn't done a lot of damage. Laos, think this if they could get their focus spread, it's slightly even better. I mean, RV also had a couple of bounces and misses. I think Laos could have got it. It was extremely close, but RVE were winning the brawl. Again, RVE doing really well with the brawls. I think Laos. We will see about this battle, but it's now match point to RVE. RVE being the better team tonight, and Laos are in danger of crashing out in the lower bracket final. So with more than 30 people watching, Laos, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Hopefully you can show us your amazing focus fire. Even better focus fire. So we have RVE this time from the north and Laos from the south. RVE are on fire, so OD, I think we are in for an extremely exciting grand final. And it's good. It's like alpha. I mean, REVE is more like the alpha team we saw yesterday against OD. I don't know. I think we could see a tiebreaker. I can feel it. If RE qualifies, of course, Laos is trying to get C, and they're dropping into D as well. The Super Unicom have got. Oh, can he get C? He did get C. Abscess misses the shot. Now, the triple shift case are going into the southeastern corner where they find no one. Both teams are again playing for the caps. So RE got the cap lead, and Laos will need to make a rotation. This is an easier rotation from the south than from the south. You have this middle area, which provides a lot of cover. You just have to coordinate well with the other tanks over to the two flanks, which are from the north and from the south. Coordinate that well, then you might be able to win. And B is not difficult to get. It's not difficult to get, but never ever get B first, because this is where all the attention of RE will be coming from. We'll be going to. Okay, so so as always, don't ever get B right at the beginning. It usually does not bode well for the rotating team. So I'm very sure Laos not going to do that. So they are trying to be in positions to chip away hit points of RE. Again, there's still time, but time is running out soon. 6 cap points for 2 seconds of increase. Do the maths, and hopefully I can do really quick maths. Just around a minute to go. But they haven't found anyone of RE yet. It's going to be really difficult. Now, Cat Girl is going to rotate to the northeastern corner. And RVE, the double 60Ps are there. They can defend really well. They're the tanks made for defending. Double checking the scoreboard. Yes, it's right. I don't know why I'm checking. just a bit paranoid here. Laos. Deep has been spotted, not found, has been spotted as well. Yumi has been spotted. Oh, I haven't seen blue steel in a really long time. Yeah. Oh, Laos now made a push. Made a call to take down the 60 TPs. Catger has received a lot of hits. Now Horn will try and get B. I almost said that word. Cat is the first time down. They haven't really stuck in, which is an issue because Scirocco, Foxy, and Kirker stopped at an open area. Made it quite easy for ARWV to take those tanks down. The focus is now onto Scirocco. Big shots on Scirocco. ISFP has been rammed to death. So now 6 versus 6. Laos got B, which is good, which is really important. And will ARWV be able to get a cap back? Yes, Absence has dropped into C. Yumi is now coming in to support the team. Crowns is dead. Scirocco is dead. 5 versus 5. Really close game. But the hit points are in favor of ARWV. Dumpmeister is the focus for Laos. Down to a one-shot. And Laos focus fire is actually the best I've ever seen tonight. But is it going to be enough? ARWV will try to get B back. 4 versus 4. Hit points still in favor of ARWV. The cap points are in favor of Laos. Mandalorian, can he survive? No, he cannot survive. Super Unicom is down to 668. This could go which way? But Laos finally got their first battle win of the night. Well done to Laos. ARWV, not a terrible battle at all. They've done what they could, but Laos were able to get B. It was a really good idea to get C, but I would have said Abscess should not be the one to cap, but rather the light tank, because light tank can quickly rotate. Not the IS-7. The IS-7 will take some time. It's a heavy tank, so that tank should have been rotated back to deal with the tanks of Laos. Laos focus fire this time the best I've seen tonight. They don't. They're still losing that bro actually. They're still losing that bro, but they have. But the focus fire was so important. They've got the tanks, the Liverpool targets out quite quickly this time. And ARWV well, they were pretty close with one another, so you can't say they've allowed Laos to focus fire easily. So you have to give credit to Laos here. Good focus fire. But they almost lost this battle with, I think, it's hesitation, just maybe mind blank. Those 3 tanks just stopped out in the open, should have just gone down to the valley, take out the 60 TPs, and they wouldn't have lost so many hit points there. And basically, that the mount that is like in the valley there. In the basin there, you need to use this to your full effect. It can provide really good cover for you to prevent getting shots from the high ground in the northwestern corner. So we're going to Cabstia, and great comeback from Laos. They have got one back. And this is the battle they really need to get some confidence in. And if they can continue this level of discipline in focus fire, ARWV will need to be careful now. They have played really well so far. Even the last battle, they've done most things right. It was pretty much splitting hairs for them, if I were to say. Laos they know that if they lose the next one, they're going to exit the tournament with a 0-4 defeat, but they're not going to let that happen. So let's take a look at Yumi in the T100 LT. He's going to get the spots for the team. Laos are dropping into say, oh no, are they going for a full-on YOLO push at the beginning? But Yumi, look at how many spots, how many light bulbs have been activated. ARWV knows that there is a big push coming in. Mandalorian, he will not survive for long. And ARWV now is just trying to send everyone to B. Mandalorian, can he stay alive? Laos, not the time to hesitate. Mandalorian is a free target for them. But they got distracted. And this could be bad news. ARWV are aware of the fact that they have been allowed time to rotate and push on. Scirocco is the first thing out, and Super Unicum is not going to last for long. Down to a one-shot. Next time down, Mandalorian is out. It's now 7 versus 5. Hit points still in favor of Laos, but numerical advantage is with ARWV. Base shot from deep onto ISFP. Laos will need to get the focus fire on point here. if they want to win this one. Not found is tagging ISFP. Great target calling here. And next time they're going to go for will be Abscess. Foxy's down to 1 shot. He has to stay really safe. Great kill from Foxy. It's 4 versus 5. Numerical advantage is with Laos, and they also have the hit point advantage. Foxy is out, and Kranz is the next focus for Laos. And there we go. Not found. Gets Kranz. Horn. This is good. Focus for RVE. It's 3 versus 4. Hit point still in favor of Laos. Laos got both B and C here. And Deep is still really, really healthy. Great kill onto Blanks. Horn is out, and it's now 2 versus 3. RV are looking for not found now, but Dumbmeister is on the other side, so Yumi might be forced to do 1v2 here. So Yumi, he might have to carry the team. Not found, down to 1 shot. Dumbmeister, good shot onto Deep, but Deep could potentially put a big shell. Not found is out. 1v1 there against Cat Girl. Laos, can they continue this good form all the way to the end? RVE will throw everything they can to take out both Deep and Cat Girl. Yes, my god, I'm having some brain fog over here. Dumbmeister is out. Wow. Laos, that was a decent push. RVE, they've tried everything they could. I think they haven't really put their foot wrong here. Laos, the focus fire was brilliant. It was brilliant. There was a moment of lapse in, well, not really in judgment, but a moment of hesitation and distraction. That gave RV the time to push in, to counter push, and RV almost have two tanks of lead. That didn't stop Laos in getting some really great focus fire at the end, and it really got them the win. So Laos, their focus fire is back. They're now into the game. RV, despite starting really strongly, it's now not the time to go on tilt. Again, the 2 defeats they had, Laos just had superior focus fire, and if you can get yourselves into good positions, even if both teams can do really good focus fire, the positioning then becomes the most important factor. So we're going back to Camp Steer. Laos, what are they going to do this time? Will we see a Laos reverse sweep? Maybe. And Jericho says, have faith in Laos. We should have faith in Laos. Now they can do focus fire really well. So now they're in the game. David asked me, which clan do I think will win the challenges tournament? I can't say which clan because I haven't streamed Cash. I haven't streamed Clash this season. I know a lot of them were from Hapkey in winter season, so I know they are a really good team, but exactly how good I could only know tonight when I stream the grand final.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go back up high and see RV red team from the south spawn and Laos blue team from the north. RV this time is going to stand a lot of tanks to see with Laos heading towards A. Look at Yumi in the Team 100 LT. He's trying to get into position to spot. I know he's going to reset A. He's not going for an active spot. He's going for a passive spot. RV are pushing on to C like what Laos did last time, but the difference is there is no tank sitting in the northeastern corner. Dumbmeister took a hit as well. Mandalorian tries to get C. And Laos will find it really difficult to reset unless they manage to blind fire. Mandalorian gets C, and that will give RV the cap lead, as Laos got A as well soon after. And Laos could just kill 1 tank and flip the cap points back to their favor. ISFB took a hit, so Laos are doing really well in terms of conserving hit points. This is looking good. for Laos, but ARWV not over yet. They can still chip away hit points of Laos. They just have to find where most of the Laos tanks are, but it's going to be difficult. Laos are all in cover and are sitting very far behind. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's look at Crowns. T135 tries to put a shot onto Deep, but might have prematurely fired. And Deep tries to put a shell onto Crowns, or maybe not. Crowns goes back to how down position. And Catgirl. Ooh, takes a hit! So Crossfire. Good spotting from Mandalorian. Mandalorian might be sitting in this position. He might not have enough gun depression, but he might be able to spot. So this is the use of this position here. Although you really couldn't do anything. You can really fire anything. But at least you'll get some information for the team. Look at Yumi in the Team 100 LT. Trying to proxy spot potentially. Kakuro spotted. Let's see with the fire. Oh, it's not going to hit anything. He's still not spotted, despite firing. So it's still a good distance away. And Laos, they still have a lot of hit points. So yeah, 4 cap points per 2 seconds to increase. So there's still a lot of time left. Let's actually do some calculation, shall we? It's just around 130 more seconds to around 2 minutes to go. So a world of time basically for ARWV and Laos to bleed, especially for for Laos. They really want to bleed RV as much as they could, so that they can make a relatively comfortable push. They're still leading in the hit points, so at least they're doing this well. B will be absolutely taken care of by the positioning of the RV's tanks, but I must say the strift case are quite out in the open. So Laos can definitely do it. They just have to time the push well. They should not go for B right away. They should distract those strift case. This is what I want to call. They should distract the strift case near C, and once the strift case are distracted, that horn can go into B, and but they haven't done themselves a favor. They are losing hit points. Foxy has taken a couple of hits, and Catgirl is going to push the line forward. I think Laos might have dropped the ball here. They are looking very, very spread out, and I think they're spraying themselves too much, and this could present a big issue for them. RV, they just need to get a really good focus fire. Big shots coming in onto the horn. Mandalorian, good shot onto the horn. Oh dear, Laos. Can they consolidate quickly enough? RV have sent everyone over to B. The first tank down goes to horn. Apsis is tasked to survive. It's 1v2 over here, but RV might have not found, and also Deep Throat isolated from the rest of Laos team. Foxy trying to deal with both Blanks and also Dumbmeister. That will send a signal for these strift case to stake in, and not found. It's going to go down, and it's now a 7 versus 5. Deep. It's the next focus for RVE, and it's looking more and more likely that RVE are going to join OD in the grand final. Deep is down to 1 shot. Foxy tries to get C. Oh, it's actually really close. 6 versus 4. RVE going to lose ISFP very quickly, but Foxy is just not getting C. He doesn't want to be taken out here, as RVE could easily rotate. They want ISFP out of the way. Foxy gets taken out, and RVE are through to the grand final. Well done to RVE. Immediately responded to the to the rotation of Laos. It wasn't a good push by Laos, by any means. From Laos by any means. They will have too many tanks They were very spread out, yes, but they were not really pushing together. Like there were obviously tanks still sitting behind, and a couple of obvious isolated tanks. It really allowed RWE to focus fire quite comfortably, and that's not what you want to do. You really need to be careful, and yes, they had a good idea to go for B, but they need to distract the tanks of RWE first. RWE knows that the only target will be B, and they haven't received a huge beating for trying to deal with B. So again, Laos will have to rework their method of rotation here. I think they have the idea correct, but in terms of the numbers allocated to each flank, they will have to sort that out. Especially, I think the Strifcator CCTV should have moved it before. Maybe not 3 tanks in the middle. I would have overloaded one flank, either the south or the north. But anyway, let's go back to the lounge, and it's 4-2 in favor of RWE. Mabox got the prediction wrong. Oh, okay. So RID is from UQ, and Mandalorian or J is from UQ. Ah, I see. Right. So Laos is eliminated. I'm just going to put RWE as the team next up. So the next one will be at 10 past. I'm just going to double check. To 10 past. We're in for an extremely tight grand final in the Challengers tournament. I'm just going to double check whether I have the right time. Yes, it's 10 past, not 4 minutes past. Okay, let's see the results of the Professionals tournament at the same time. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, we have results. RN 4-1 against Nomad. GV 4-0 against E2s. OICT 4-2 against Risk. And ID 4-0 against EVG. Well done to the following clans here. Oh dear, Risk are in jeopardy of crashing out of the top 4. Okay, so let's take a look at the leaderboard now. So GV finally got a point. And the leaderboard will be looking like this. ID will have 4 round wins alongside ICT, RN with 5 round wins, EVG with 3. ICT looking unbeatable at the moment. Risk with only 2 round wins, and they have already scored 3 losses. 2 more to go before the first stage of the first round robin concludes. The next clan that Risk are facing will be Team ID, and they need to step up here. GV have got an important point, and the next clan they're facing will be Nomad, and it's a game that they really need to win too. Yes, the grand finals of the Challengers are today. And yeah, we have a clear top 4 at the moment for the Professionals tournament. Let's take a look at the lower echelon championship, and we will have results. Okay, we do have results. XPT 4-1 against ICC. And that means it will be between DT and XPT in the grand final. So well done to XPT. So it's best of 9 for both grand finals of Challengers and also Low Echelon Championship. It's okay. So let me put the results in and let us wait for the odds of the next fight. Not EU, it should be Asia. Okay, now I can stop the poll because Laos will not win the Challengers tournament. And let's take a look at the poll here. 44% of you think that Laos will win the Challengers tournament. They will not, definitely. But below we have OD with 28% and RE with 27%. It's good. It's really close in the poll. So let me start a new poll. As Laos have been eliminated, which clan will win the Challengers tournament? It's either OD or RVE. So let's do this. Okay. Right. No, NG and Nagy are playing the season kerfuffles. Um, I don't know about General and Juicy though. Yes, the 60p has gone out of matter nowadays, but could still be used in particular playstyles and situations. Right. Now I have the new odds, so let's get the odds in. And you'll be scared like this. You'll be scared. ICT is still predicted to get their first loss. All right, so let me show you the odds for the next round of games. Okay, so my box have predicted the following: GV are predicted to win Nomad 4-1 to bring them closer to the top 4 tonight. RN on the other hand are predicted to win 4-2 against ICT to retain their perfect form in the professionals tournament. I think this might not be a score. I think ICT could win this, as they have done really well so far. EVG are predicted to win 4-1 against E2s. At Risk are predicted to win ID 4-2. Hopefully that will. Well, actually, it will not be enough to bring them back to the top 4. Hopefully, that will put them in a good position coming to tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be streaming on the APAC server only. I need a break because I've been streaming for like 5 consecutive days. I will have streamed for 5 consecutive days tomorrow, and I really need some time for break. So this is why I haven't put myself for tomorrow's stream. Put myself down for tomorrow's stream. As for the grand final, very big margin for OD versus RV. I don't think it will be that big. I think it will be a lot closer. But OD are predicted to win 5-2 against RVE. On the other hand, DT are predicted to win XPT 5-3. So it will be close one for the lower Attribution championship as well. But I hope DT can get their first ever title in the lower Attribution championship. All right. So we still have around 20 minutes to go. Right, so let me play some battles on the APAC server. Alright, let me go for the Chieftain tonight. Let's go. Yeah, I think NG's now in Akbar. Eggy is still in Legion though. And Eggy's still in Legion.
time to roll out. We're immobilized. Frag hit.
Ah, come on. Now they are held down, so I can't really shoot. Death Star. No, I don't have gun depression at the moment.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
From the track. Thank you. So there's further track. I think someone took a hit. Maybe not a lot of shots. Oh god. There's a tortoise going for me. Oh, how did you do that?
Observation device destroyed. We can't see anything.
No.
Penetrate their armor.
Oh, bad chat's coming for me. No, maybe not.
We've damaged them.
Oh, the tortoise is not going to push me.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
What's the enemy? What's the enemy team doing? Oh, tortoise.
Penetration.
Oh, they missed. Thank you for getting tortoise out.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
Oh my god. I'm doing well here. I'll rush with the T1 to LT.
Enemy armor is hit.
Alright. No. I can't queue stale.
We've damaged them.
Ooh, some bounce for you. It's great. It's a good team. No, you will not get any rewards for this stream. So if you're watching on YouTube, then it's no difference than watching it on the portal. In the portal, almost 4K. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Almost 4K, and doing really aggressively at the start. So it paid off really well. 40 minutes to go. 14 minutes to go. Let me play the Badger next, actually. Alright. Let's do this, Badger. Going with the memes election.
Let's get this show on the road.
They're not going there. Oh, they're not going there. That's weird. Well, this is not a good start already. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Okay, good shot at the start. Okay, we haven't spotted anyone in the northwestern corner, so it's likely that they are going for the southeastern corner. And let's go. To cross. I'm spotted. Well, hopefully I won't get shot at.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, how did I get shot by the M103?
Great shot.
Yep, I should be able to bounce shots like this.
One of our tracks is
Oh.
damaged.
People are trying to shoot me. I'm very receiving bounces.
We've damaged them.
Yeah.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh my god, I think I need help.
Track hit.
I focus on E100 East instead.
We're immobilized. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, yeah.
Great shot.
Oh, what was that shot?
Bail out.
No.
This vehicle has had it.
At least I did trap almost everyone in that valley. So it's a sacrificial lamb. I'm being a sacrificial lamb again, but it's going to give us the win. For sure, for sure, for sure. Maybe I might jinx this one, but so I have confidence that we're going to win this. That girl really needs help. Though. The shot delay is quite bad. That's because I have a lot of pain. I'm playing in EU. I'm in EU, and I'm playing on APAC. So this is why I have terrible pain. Kerfuffles asked the question whether Badger should be played as a frontline TD. Don't play as a TD. It's a hold down heavy for me. It has good DPM, but does not have the alpha. You don't have the fear factor at all. You have really good frontal armor though, so really treat it like a hold down heavy. A great gun depression too. So that also means it doesn't have to be played in the front line, to be a bit more in the secondary row. So just treat it like a hold down heavy and just go into the positions that hold down heavy should go. Not always front line, but places that you can hold down really well. Can we get a win in the end? No, don't know. 300 is a bit too slow. Ah, it's a draw. We'll get a room invite now. And meanwhile, I already had a piece of chocolate, so let me just jump into the room straight away. OD versus RVE. Now let me see if we have results. In the poll, we have OD currently leading. I'll keep the poll up. But will OD win the Challengers tournament in the end? I think they were very close to making top 8, and it really sucks, but they really have some good focus fire. Now RVE, also good focus fire, but they were very good with rolls. So it does seem OD, if they can bleed RVE early and have a good strategy. Let's go back and see the maps. The maps that we're going to be seeing will be Winter by Nock and Lagoon, Desert Sands, Alpenstadt, and Fort Despair. Winter by Nock can be quite all cap oriented, but could be brawly. Lagoon is a brawl fest, so less cap oriented. Desert Sands again very brawly, while Alpenstadt can be cap oriented, but could also be brawly with Fort Despair. Totally it's very brawly too. So this set of maps seems to favor RV quite a lot. I think RV will. I think RV will benefit from this map pool, and OD. If they can improve from yesterday, being that the shot efficiency, the misses and bounces, if they can avoid this, I think they can do it. But this is not a good setup. Not the best set of maps for them. For me, if they can win 2 battles in Winter by Novka, that will give them a good head start. But if they don't get a good head start on Winter by Novka, I think they will have a really hard time. An RVE, if they can win the first couple of battles, and I think they will stand a good chance of winning the Challengers tournament. E4 is a bit different though. E4 you have the alpha. You have the alpha. You have the alpha. You have the fear factor, but you don't have the speed. I think similar could be said for Badger. I think Badger has better speed if I remember correctly, but E4 it's a different story. You can play at the back, but you can also hold down at the front. But you do really have to care for your mobility is your big weakness here. But I digress. Looking at OD, triple strip Ks, double VKs, an I7 and a 200 OT RBE. triple strift case, an MLE, an object 777, the 6TP, and UV potentially in the IS-7. So let's have a look. How much chocolate do I have? I have one chocolate bar every time I stream on APAC server. And I believe it's the best snack you can have during the stream to give you the boost of energy. I think I tried biscuits before. It didn't really give me a lot of energy. And then there is fruits. Fruits don't give me a lot of energy. But the chocolate bar surely do give me a lot of energy. So I think if you're feeling low in energy while playing tournaments, do have a chocolate bar. It will give you a lot of strength. However, as I digress, ARWV have already captured both B and C. It's time for Rovi to show us that they can shut down ISFB getting off B. ISFB is not spotted at this moment. Oh, he might be able to get away with it. He might be able to do that. He's spotted though. OD, are they ready to put shots into RV, ISFP? Big shots from Laos onto ISFP. But it's not a lot of damage inflicted onto ISFP, meaning OD will need to make a rotation very quickly. Let's take a look at how many cap points they need to do. 10 cap points for 2 seconds to increase. We're essentially talking about just a minute to go. About a minute to go. Now within a minute to go before they absolutely need to make a push. There is not information that OD can work with, so this is going to be a rough push. But if they could get the focus fire on point, they can absolutely do it. The VK-72s will be used as pivots for the push. True. As I am aware, someone told me that this name is the name of a P star. But I'm not sure if that's correct. I have never heard of them, basically. And I digress. But it could be just unintentional, just like what we have with push on the EU server. So let's go for Naruto dropping into B. Big shot to Krans. Oh, RVE, and do they have the tanks to reset Naruto? So let's say, oh, big shot on the Krans down to one shot. Oh my lord. OD have not taken a lot of hits on the other end. Now to try to capture B, but it's a little bit, it's not working at the moment. But OD have taken down Krans, and Naruto is still unable to get B, but I think we're seeing RV counter push onto Strift Case of Exeter, Maisuki, and Control Shift, but they are hesitating a little bit. Now they're making a big push here. At the same time, OD are trying to take out Apsis. Apsis is really isolated. Great find by OD. Catfish running away, trying to catfish Apsis. He's going to catfish ISFB next, as he's showing the backside. Let's take a look at Catfish. It's going to peek out and put a big one onto ISFB. Meanwhile, RP are trying to take out the Strip Case. Strip Case need to get an amazing crossfire. Focus fire, trying to link up with Naruto. Maisuki 1v1 against Yumi. Good call here. And C has been captured by Catfish. It's now a 6 versus 5 blanks. It's the focus for OD, and OD has the first battle win. 1,000 cap points. 1,000 cap points, OD. Well done. That is an amazing push. Really good push. I am impressed. RV's positioning, I think, is really questionable. They just have too many tanks packed in the northeastern corner. No, I think it's not how you spell metabolism, Coca-Cola. But chocolate makes us fat, so you have to be careful not to have too much chocolate. But it does give you the most energy boost. So OD, 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and RV only 1 tank doing more than 2k. OD, it just shows how well OD were playing the last match. So, RE they need to rework the positioning. Because simply you don't send everyone back to the second corner. They've prevented OD from getting B early, but at the same time they lost one really important tank near B, and there is also Apsis isolated in a 60 TP. OD just simply have to take out 2 obvious tanks there, and great communication with this drift case as well. A chocolate. Oh my god. Not a flirting by Junior. Oh, just joking. I'm just kidding. Yes, make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. More than 30 people watching, so thank you very much for the viewership. We have a similar viewership tonight on the server as we will find out the winner of the Challengers Tournament, OD Red Team from the North spawn with RWE Blue Team from the South. Let's see where both are going to go. RWE are going towards B and Catfish. It's going to use this push to spot Spotter Crowns, Spotter Blanks, and Dummeister as well. Oh, Yumi. Going up, and all spotted. He didn't take a hit. Oh! Double tap, but one of them bounces, which just tracks. Yumi got away with that. And I dread to think could have been taken out with 2 XG shells, but OD are just going really aggressive here. But this could be a rough push by OD. RV are ready with open arms. They might try to counter push the VKs, but that will take them some time. Good shots onto Blank's Crowns. It's down to 666 at 8. Not the devil's number, but it's very close to that devil's number. And Control Shift will delete Crowns, and True is now not the focus of RE. It will be Naruto instead. Blanks is down to a 1-shot. Naruto is out. It's 6 versus 5. Good kill from Catfish onto Blanks. Now OD are looking for ISFP. Disney is down to a 1-shot. ISFP gets Disney. It's a 5 versus 5. Hit point still in favor of OD, but it is actually closer than I think. ISFP good shot to Exeter. RVE, can they get the focus fire on point now? Exeter 1-shot. True is down to 1-shot, but True gets Mandalorian. The double VKs have done more than they could, actually. Impressive VK stuff from ODs. 5 versus 3. This is looking more and more likely to be in favor of OD, as OD got 2 important wins here. The next set of maps, it might not be the most favorable maps for OD, but these 2 wins would be springboard them to a good performance tonight. OD, they have a lot of low hit point pool targets, but they have the numerical advantage. Oh, Abs is unable to kill True with that HE splash. Yumi takes 1 from Exeter. Another shot from Exeter onto Yumi, and True is not the one killing Exeter. That's Yumi. Maisuke coming in with a lot more hit points. Apsis. Will he put a big one onto Maisuke? Oh, Maisuke going for Yumi instead. But he misses. There we go. Apsis bounces onto Maisuke, and it's definitely over. Yumi is out. Maisuke takes out no one. It's True taking out Apsis. True say it's not me. But you were the one taking out Apsis, so brilliant stuff. Yet once again from OD, ARWV, they was not as quick as OD in the shot efficiency. A couple of misses and bounces, and OD 6 tanks doing more than 2k, ARWV 4 tanks doing more than 2k. OD's focus fire is on point. RV's focus fire is not bad at all. But OD simply have a lot more tanks alive. And let's go back. It's 2-0 for OD. We're going to Lagoon. Lagoon's very brawly. Is it going to be the map that RV can win in? Alright, so Lagoon, OD. And OD we have triple Shrift Ks, double T110D5s, T100LT, and an MLE with RV going for double Shrift K, double 6TP, Optic 777, an MLE, and a T100LT. Yes, chilling to the stream. It's Sunday. Yes, it's Sunday. Supposedly a day for rest, but not for these teams, and certainly not for the teams in the professionals tournament, and also the the teams playing in the national championship. Lagoon, and we are seeing RV taking double 6TPs. Really interesting choice here. They're definitely playing for the defensive playstyle, or do they not have enough Shrift Ks in the roster? I don't know. It's the honest answer, but OD seem to take the more popular option. OD in the T100 LT looking to spot RVE. Both of them are going for A, so the platform and over to C becomes less important now. It could descend into a brawl as we speak. But in terms of the brawl, OD will have the advantage. CP will try to hold off OD's push, and if they can put a lot of damage onto OD and OD are unable to push, then it will be good news for RVE, and that's something that they need to do. Good shot onto blanks by OD and RVE. I think they will need to keep on bleeding to OD. I mean, they need to bleed OD constantly. They can't push right now. It's a tough push if they do, and they will not survive with the DPI they have. So they just have to keep on bleeding them. This need takes another one, I believe, or is it not? OD got A and RVE got B, so it will be OD that needs to make a rotation. Then Yumi will try to get C, or maybe he will go past C, so he will not get he will not telegraph information to OD to push, as that would mean RVE only have 6 tanks near A. RVE are stacking up near A. They might be lining up for a push, but they haven't really done a lot of damage to OD so far, with Yumi so far away. And Catfish also looking for C, and both T100 LTs could be spotted any moment. Let's follow Catfish in the T100 LT. 1v1 fight is possible. And he's trying to go for B, but that will send a signal to Yumi. Doesn't know where Yumi is though. So this is going to be the uncertainty that OD have to jiggle through. OD still hoping for a breakthrough, but RVE have not allowed OD to bleed them. Alright, the double T100 LTs have been spotted. 1v1 fight will ensue. It's a good start for Yumi, but just 3 hit points of difference. And hit points are still in favor of Catfish. Actually, I think Catfish had a boost, or maybe I'm wrong on that. At the same time, pretty much, the double T100 LT are dancing together. Together near the platform. We are seeing a good. It's not a forest. Good lagoon dance. Let's call it this way. Good lagoon dance. And we need some music to accompany this lagoon dance. But obviously I can't play the music because copyright. And Yumi takes one hit. And we'll lose this 1v1 fight. And OD. Oh, they made a call. No. It's actually ARWV making a call to push. This needs the first tank down. ISFP goes down. It's now a 6 vs 6. OD are looking for Kranz next as the 60TP base onto Naruto. Exeter has arrived. Kranz down to a one-shot. Exeter also very low. Naruto down to a one-shot as well. Hit points are in favor of OD. And they're going for Mandalorian next. Oh, it's a bounce. A dumb Meister is coming from behind. Exeter hopes to stay alive as long as they could. And he is down to one shot. The T100 LT has taken out Yumi successfully. And he will be freed. 5 vs 4 here. All OD needs to do is to survive this push. Exeter still alive. He needs to stay alive. Flags will take out Exeter. Apple down to one shot. And it's a 3v3 over here. Catfish control shift will not survive for long. Down to one shot. And OD are looking for Mandalorian. Oh, it's a bounce from True. And Maisuke gets a good one. And Catfish has now come in to save the day. True is down to 542. Mandalorian is out. Dumb Meister 736. True is out. And it's 2v2. Cat, good shot onto Dumb Meister. And Maisuke lands a good kill onto Dumb Meister, leaving blanks the last person standing. Well done to OD, especially the T100 LT fight. It's OD that wins that T100 that light tank side. And that's so important for OD. Basically freed up the T100 LT. And despite OD suffering the push on A, OD simply had better tanks there. RV had the 62Ps, which are not made for pushing. And they haven't bled OD enough so that the push would be effective. OD great focus fire every which way. They will now lead 3-0, and we could see 5 tanks doing more than 2k in favor of OD. RVE 3 tanks doing more than 2k. And wow, what a game! What a fantastic fight for OD. We are now jumping into the 4th battle on a good 3-0 it is now. Yeah, Rolling Swarm is very busy at the moment. He has kids to take care of. Do I need to catch up? Maybe I need to catch up, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really say you muted the stream in the chat, so that's really not nice of you. And now OD coming to this battle, triple strip case. Double T135, the T100 LT, and an MLE RVE double 62B, a T100 LT and MLE double strip case, and an object 777. Rain of Roses for Cat. Yeah, we need some background music for that dance between Catfish and Yumi. Right, going back to Lagoon. Great job to OD once again. They are on fire currently. RVE not far behind. But contrary to what I am thinking, OD have really taken my advice and they're doing pretty good with the draws tonight. So if OD can keep this up, I think they can win the Challengers tournament. And they just only need 2 more wins, and that will be enough. As for RWE, they haven't won a single game yet, single battle yet. And they are now in big trouble. Both of them are going back to A. And this time, RWE continue with the 60 TP strat, but this time they really need to bleed only a lot at the start, which will be very difficult. But this is the only way that they could win. one hit points of splash onto Naruto and 68 more. Double 6 TPs have fired. Haven't done much, but still some damage. That will still put Ari in the hit point pool advantage. But let's take a look at Catfish. You want to rotate? Oh, Yumi going for C. So will Catfish reset C? Are we going to see another dance between the 2 light tanks over C? Yumi will get C, but he will not know Catfish is coming for his head. The dance of the light tanks have begun. And oh, it's a miss from Catfish. Yumi desperately runs away, blanks his stare to welcome Yumi. He's not spotted. Catfish tries to get C back by Suki sitting behind. And I think Ari are now trying to prevent OD from getting C. Yumi spotted by Suki is almost there. It's a 2v2 here. I think this is going to be really important. It's all about focus fire. But Catfish seems to be the focus. And it's a miss from Yumi onto Catfish. Oh, Yumi's down to 855. 588, 249, down to 1 shot. Catfish needs to land the next one. He does, but he takes 1 in return. Blanks, it's now the focus for OD 2v1. Blanks needs to put a base shot to Catfish, brings them down to 1 shot. Catfish needs to allow Maisuke to do the job. He cannot die. Great track shot again from Maisuke onto Blanks. Catfish needs to stay put. And on the other hand, Aria pushing onto OD. 5v5, 2v1 over here. OD should win this one. But RWE, can they win this flag? Kranz is the first turn down over to this flag. OD are doing really well. Focus fire again. Abscess, the focus fire of OD. Inca, 1 shot gets taken out by Mandalorian. Control shift is probably going to be next focus for RWE. OD. But, oh, Naruto bounces. Abscess. 6 versus 4. The 2 tanks of OD are coming back. Control shift, it's out. Abscess down to a 1 shot. And Mandalorian, OD's focus fire probably letting off. It's probably dropping off a little bit, but they have now found Mandalorian as the next focus. Abscess is finally out. It's 5 versus 3. Mandalorian takes out no one because it's Naruto taking out Mandalorian. ISFP is now the focus for OD. Naruto is going to be killed by Dumb Meister Catfish at 1 shot. Even if RE took both A and C, OD simply have more tanks alive on the battlefield, and time will not be enough for RE to gain 1,000 cap points unless OD bounces every single shot. Maisuke bounces. Disney comes in from behind. And Maisuke might die, actually. Disney, good shot onto Dumb Meister. I thought it was a bounce. It was not a bounce. Maisuke, good shot. But Catfish misses the shot. Disney, it's not the one being killed. It's actually Maisuke. Dumb Meister gets killed by fire by Disney. Yep. Oh yeah, I mean that. So, looking at this, OD 5 tanks doing more than 2k and RWE 2 tanks doing more than 2k. Great job. I mean, OD, the 2v2 fight over to C is what brings them the win. I think if RWE won that 2v2 fight over to the southeastern corner, things would have turned out totally differently. OD they've done really well over to the A side. Great focus fire overall. Again, the 60 TPs. The lack of DPM is part of the issue. And they could only put 1,800 damage altogether, which is not a lot in this sense. Which is less than 5 players of OD in terms of damage. So it's match point to OD 4-0. Will we see a big sweep by OD? Oh my god. Oh my god, it should not be 5-0. 4-0 it is. And yeah, just only one more to go for OD RVE. 5 more. And let's see if OD can bring this home. That's a sense. OD, again, impressive performance this evening. Great focus fire. They impressed me as well with the brawls. I know they have worked really hard for this season, and just only one more win, and they will be crowned the winners of the Challengers Tournament for the very first time in their history. OD. Destiny is in their hands. Maisuke said it's disconnected, but he's chatting. Who got disconnected? Anyway, Premium user. I don't think I've seen them play so far. I'm not sure who was substituted here. Catfish spotted. Put a shot onto Yumi and RVE. We could see RVE. Ooh, after 6-1. True takes a big hit while trying to cross. RVE seems no, both teams have okay starts. Like it's equal trade. True has a lot fewer hit points than most of the tanks. So OD will try to get A. They will send 3 tanks to cap A. So they will get a cap lead. RV will get C very soon after. That puts them just 1 tank away from flipping. But it's going to be really difficult to rotate from the city side over to the desert side, because the reason why is you have to rotate out in the open. While if you have a cap lead in the city side, you have the buildings to act as obstacles. And the trains. Well, that doesn't make sense because that's the same for the other side. The buildings there will act as obstacles, which will block the view. And RVE, how are they going to make this push? The middle valley here is going to become quite important in this push, because it's the only route that has some type of cover, which makes it quite hard to spot from the desert side. But you can still take the positions near A, so that whoever goes near B could be spotted. So it's kind of can I say it's catch-22 situation? Maybe yes, but another way that RV could do is try cap B, but again, B is out in the open, and just like back in the days when I started playing Clan Wars, you just have to find out positions to reset B, just have to communicate. It's not quite difficult. You just have to take the flanks of the slopes here near A. Then you should be able to reset B without much issues. Alright. So 5 cap points per 2 seconds to increase, so 250 more cap points to go for RVE. Essentially just over a minute to go before they absolutely need to push. And they only managed to put shots onto True, and the hit point pool advantage is still with RE, but a very tiny advantage, so it's not going to be enough just yet. Good shots from ISFB onto Naruto. Naruto might have got a bit careless, but he put a shot onto Blood, so it's an equal trade. It's not that bad in this sense. And RVE. ARWV. Not much. I'm just going to look at the chat. Yeah. Obviously, Fujit is really good in commentary, yeah. And Mandalorian spotted. Sure takes one. Odi need to stop bleeding. They have to capture. They don't want to bleed too much. But what they've done well. Oh, they are frustrating RV up. Good shots onto Naruto, but is that a push? Oh, I think they made a mistake here. Kranz has been taken out. This seems to be miscommunication here. But now 2 Tanks of RV are coming for Naruto. Naruto's down to 1 shot. And OD are focusing their shots onto Apsis. Apsis down to 653. OD can feel victory in proximity. Naruto's out 6 versus 6. Blanks down to 1 shot. Apsis also very, very low. Blanks been taken out. Apsis have been taken out. OD are looking for Dumbmeister for 2 tanks here. And ISFP 1v1 against Control Shift. Maybe not, because Catfish and Reading Music are joining Control Shift in taking out ISFP. 6 versus 4. 950 cap points for OD. RVE took out Crew. And it's now 5 versus 4 with Dumbmeister being taken out. I can safely say OD will be our Challengers to the Moon winner on the APAC server. Huge congratulations to OD and huge commiserations to RV. It's a 5-0 victory for OD. Dominant performance from start to finish. OD, absolutely wonderful stuff. Very impressive performance. Great job. The focus fire is absolutely immaculate, and RVE, not sure if that was a miscommunication right there with the push over to the train tracks, but it does seem that move was not followed through by the teammates that are near them, and they just retreated back, and by doing so they've lost 1 precious tank right at the beginning, and OD simply have too many hit points of a gap for them to lose. But absolutely OD, sad to see you not in the top 8. It would have been a really good team, the top 8, but at least you've won the Challengers Tournament, and you totally deserve to win the Challengers Tournament, and I really hope you will come back next season even stronger, and RE as well, come back next season stronger. I know you can do really well in Brawls and Focus Fire, and there are a lot to learn from OD. I'm not sure if it's also to do with experience too, because OD is simply very reactive. They're just shutting down every single move that RV is doing. So OD are absolutely on fire tonight, and RV by no means, they've done really well to beat Laos with good brawling skills and focus fire, and also just moving together in general. But they will be a good runner-up here. So yeah, 5-0. It is the scoreline for OD. Do we have a scoreline for the lower Atron Championship? Let's take a look now. Note they're still playing, so it's still ongoing, but let's take a look at the Professionals Tournament. Do we have results? Oh, we do have all the results. Oh, Risk got an important win, 4-1, GB 4-2, ICT 4-1, and EPG 4-0. So well done to the winning teams. And RM will get their first defeat in the Professionals Tournament. ICT are really running away with the wins they have obtained in the Professionals Tournament. GV getting an important win over to Nomad. I mean, Nomad won against GV before, especially during the 4th Group Skill Tournament. So for GV to win against Nomad, in the professionals tournament. That will give them a huge confidence boost. They will be closer to the top 4, and yeah, the top 4 will be quite interesting now. As we can see, the leaderboard, Risk is just only 1 round win away from getting the top 4. They now have 3 round wins, and over to the other teams. We have ICT RN tied with 5 round wins. ICT will now occupy the 1st place. ID will be in the 3rd place as they have won against EVG 4-0 earlier, and EVG will take home the 4th place after winning E2's 4-0. E2s have yet to pick up a point, sitting with only 6 battle wins, and Nomad, they have 1 round win. That is them winning against E2s in the 4th round. GV in the 6th, and it all depends on the 7th fixture, as I will be back streaming tomorrow. I put my name down for GV versus EVG, so that will be interesting. If GV win against EVG, then GV will just be 1 round win away from getting the top 4. At the same time, Risk will be playing against E2s, a good opportunity for Risk to level in round wins against EVG or potentially our ID. Potentially both EVG and ID. As RM will be fighting against ID tomorrow, and ICT will be fighting against Nomad tomorrow. Will be very important. Someone has won against ICT before, and that was EVG in round 4. So yeah, we have all the results. It's good. It's good. Catfish is the next HRF on APAC. Maybe it is. Yes. How much money for the winner or loser? No, there is no monetary prizes here, but they will get a premium tank. I forgot which one. You can check it in the description. All right, let me just I'm just going to post the leaderboards first on my server. And let me end the poll now. You're predicting only to win 63 votes. Amazing. More than 40 people watching. Thank you very much for the good viewership. And I hope the Challengers women teams will be happy about the viewership tonight. Lots of people watching. OD, you've done really well in the Challengers tournament, and this season. Sad that you got put into a tough group on the final day of the Burrosio tournament. I hope you'll be back in the top 8 in the next season. But yes, let me log in with my EU account, and I will be back on the EU server. I will be following the Challengers tournament again as we find out who will win the Challengers tournament. And there are only 3 clans that's left, which are Cash, Quick, and TQT. TQT played really well against Quick yesterday, but today is a completely new day, so the same cannot be said. The same cannot be said. We see we have results here. Thank you, Kafafos, for the compliment. Oh yeah, I remember Risk. but I'm not sure if they were a clan wars clan. They were still around when I started streaming, like R1SK. If that's the clan you're talking about, they should be renamed Ice for winning. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. Let's see. Oh, DT is still playing his XPT. It seems to be a close game for both of these teams. Alright, so we still have some time. I'll play in light tanks, so that I will have the light tank ready before the start of the battle tonight on the EU server. Beer. I actually don't drink beer, so sorry to disappoint you. Sheridan, let's go. Yeah, I don't drink any alcohol, actually. Just for personal reasons, not other reasons, but yeah. Sheridan, that's why I can get a good win with this. I did 2 mastery yesterday with flipper tanks. Yeah, TVP at the crown. I think I did more than 7k. You can check the stream yesterday on the EU server, or you could see them being played on either Fujit stream or Elminet stream. I've sent them those replays, so you can watch any of these streams. Yeah, do check them out if you haven't already. No, that was a bad shot. Ooh. Yes, that's a good shot. Oh, someone tries to fire. So there is definitely one tank behind Sheridan. Who would that be? We'll soon find out. Sheridan runs away. He's going ultra aggressive now. Hoping to spot. P92 E1. And I actually. That was lucky. That was lucky. That was lucky just in time as well. Oh, they missed. Maybe it's a T90 to T92 E1 we're talking about. Oh, the CZ's behind us. Oh. We can focus that tank. I'll drop the adrenaline. No, I took a hit.
We can barely turn it. Enemy armor is hit.
I like an HE from the backside. Okay, this is the first time I know this.
We've damaged them.
That was big. Ah! I took some ram damage. Not something I want to do. Ooh, Amarak as well. Thanks for joining in, Kefafos. Chocolate. I love drinking chocolate too. It's beautiful. I'm not going to risk with an HE shot there. It's very yellow. There is another one. Biting the dust. No, HE I can. Definitely, I don't think I can penetrate the backside of an E100.
Penetration.
But at this rate, I'm farming and I might be looking for that mastery badge here. No. I took a hit from the E4. I don't know, it could be a mastery badge. It could be a mastery badge. I think I've done enough. I haven't got a mastery badge in the Sheridan before. I believe I haven't. So it would be the first out of all the battles I've played. But if it's on the stream, that will be good, but it's not a mastery. No. 5.8. It was still a pretty great battle for me. I would have loved a mastery badge. I thought I had done enough, but it's not enough still. Maybe people have done really well in the Sheraton. It sucks, but I almost did it. Okay, let's see if we get results for the lower echelon championship. Talk asks, isn't risks just feast? Yes, they are basically feast. EVG, a lot of them are from E7, so if you want to know this as well. Do I miss anyone? I don't think I've missed anyone. Which you might need to know have changed their clan tag. No. I don't think Nomad are GRS or HLV. I don't think they are that. RN is RN, as you all know. GV is also GV, as you know. E2's is, was previously last, and I heard it's also IV. But IV haven't been playing in like the top 8 stages consistently, so they are kind of the newer ones in the top 8. Yeah, I think that's all you need to know. If you remember the legendary clans on the APAC server. ICT has always been there. If you were here in 2019, you might know that they were banned in the top 4, which I don't think is going to be the case this season. So let's see, we have results. No, they are still playing. DT still playing against XPT. We will wait. Oh, we have a result. XPT 5-3 against DT. Sad news for DT. They play so well this season as well, but XPT will win the lower echelon championship. Congratulations to XPT. And we now know the winners of both the lower echelon championship and the challengers tournament. Challengers tournament OD are the winners, and XPT are the winners of the lower echelon championship. 5-3 is the final result, and this concludes the challengers tournament and the lower echelon championship on the APAC server. Huge congratulations, and I hope to see you all tomorrow on the APAC server, and tonight on the EU server. We'll find out the 2 teams that will be taking home the winner of the Challengers Tournament and Low Echelon Championship respectively. And yeah, camping heavies is not really nice, especially heavies don't have good apps. It's a good one. Why not? So, until then, see you soon. Bye for now.